Hello, KIPP Jacksonville families. During our Zoom meeting on June 24th, I committed to providing you with an update on the KIPP Jacksonville Learning Experience options by July 10th. Today is that day. Given Commissioner Corcoran's emergency order issued late Monday, some of the decisions were made for us. That said, I would like to share with you the two options that you will be able to choose from for the August 10th, the first day of school. Before doing so, I would like to remind you of the KIPP Jacksonville mission statement. This grounds all of our staff in the work we do every day. Together with families and communities, we create joyful, academically excellent schools that prepare students with the skills and confidence to pursue the paths they choose, college, career, and beyond, so they can lead fulfilling lives and build a more just world. I would also like to remind you of the guiding principles that have been driving our planning and decision-making in these unprecedented times. Our number one guiding principle is safety. We are working hard to ensure a safe face-to-face environment for students and staff. The concepts of choice and equity and access are very important to us. The last two are compatibility with DCPS's plan and compliance with the Department of Education's emergency order. As I said at the start, on Monday, July 6th, the Education Commissioner released an emergency order that provided guidance and direction for schools throughout Florida. As a result, we are able to streamline our decisions to two very clear options, face-to-face or KIPP at Home 2.0. Over the next few minutes, I will go over each of them in as much detail as possible. I do want to note that additional information will be shared over the next few weeks as we get closer to the actual start of school. Option 1, face-to-face. This means that students will return to the building for face-to-face instruction on a regular schedule, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3:45 p.m. Students will come to school daily, whether on the bus or as a car rider, and attend class. This option is very similar to past school years with the addition of enhanced safety protocols in place. These protocols include the following process for students and staff to enter the building. First, we'll start with temperature checks. All students and staff will have their temperatures checked daily prior to entering the building, no exceptions. Anyone with a temperature over 104 degrees will not be allowed to enter and will be sent home for that day. This is the biggest reason why we're asking you to please not drop your children off early before there is supervision. Next, staff and students will be required to wear masks when they are inside the building anytime they cannot be socially distant. Students will wear masks when walking in the hallways, transitioning, during arrival and dismissal, and anytime they cannot be socially distant in the classroom. In addition, all staff will be provided a face shield. We are working on the feasibility of our younger students wearing face shields as well. We are also ordering desk barriers and prioritizing the students who sit at tables, like our kindergarten, first graders, and our middle school students. As we shared on June 24th, we have hired a nurse and are adding plexiglass to the front desk areas of each school. We are not allowing visitors in the buildings. If there is a need for a meeting with an administrator, parents will need to schedule an appointment in advance, and we will try to do that virtually. We are increasing our sanitization protocols in the building and on the buses, as well as hand washing for all throughout the day. Finally, we are working with our meal service provider to offer students a hot meal in the classrooms for lunch and breakfast. We are really excited about that. Now we'll talk about option 2, KIPP at Home 2.0. Our innovative instructional offering, KIPP at Home 2.0, will also be 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3:45 p.m. Attendance is mandatory. We are required to take attendance just like in school and will mark students tardy and absent if they apply. This will allow students to have the same schedule and curriculum that is happening in the building, which is a requirement of the emergency order. A full school day of academics through a mix of live lessons, recorded lessons, and interactive instructional technology. Academic plans and expectations were designed with and by KIPP Jacksonville teachers over the summer, with the inclusion of the survey feedback from staff and families. Kindergarten through 8th grade will all be online, and computers will be available to check out for students who need them. The exact model of how it will work and who will teach KIPP at Home will depend on the number of students who opt into KIPP at Home 2.0. Staffing decisions will be communicated very soon. It is important to note that teachers teaching KIPP at Home will also be expected to teach from their classrooms at KIPP as long as school is open, unless there is a documented health issue. We will work with those with whom that applies. Attendance at KIPP at Home parent orientation, think KIPP parent PD, will be mandatory for those that choose this option. Parents will also need to bring their students to school on 2 predetermined dates, once in August and another time in December, for state mandated progress monitoring assessments. Also, a major difference from KIPP at Home 1.0 is that students must participate in daily live lessons. It is important to note that our kindergarten and first grade students are not yet independent learners and must have an adult join their live sessions with them. Finally, we are asking parents to commit to regular communication with KIPP staff. I wanted to share a quick recap of the enhancements we made with KIPP at Home 2.0 from the experience that you and your KIPPster had in the spring. There will be a mix of live and pre-recorded lessons. We will have a preset daily schedule, so students will not be able to just do what they want on their own time. All instruction K through 8 is online through Google Classrooms. We will not have packets this time. There will be a tech help phone line for improved support. We will have daily assignments for all subjects. Regular quizzes will be taken online, and in-person progress monitoring assessments will be required in August and December. With this recording, we have sent you a survey. Yes, another survey. We get it. How many times can you fill one out? We are asking for this information because with the final numbers on who will be attending school face-to-face or online, we can make our final staffing decisions. For those of you that do not know, our staff return for training on July 21st. So we are asking you to please fill out the survey for each of your students by Tuesday, July 14th. If you have any questions about this presentation, please send an email to info@kippjax.org. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this recording, and thank you in advance for filling out the survey before July 14th. Have a great weekend.